Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to a gaming genius. Speed and finesse of Muhammad Ali and the brain that would make Stephen Hawking envy me. Yes, that is right. It's all true, and I have the receipts to prove it because I've actually platinumed one of the rarest and most prestigious games in PlayStation.
What the fuck?!
Hello there everyone, for those of you who don't know, I'm OddSock. This is Odd Review, and something we do once in a while around here is we have a look at the worst trophies in video games. I know it seems that all I look at are easy games, and I can assure you that is because all I seem to look at are easy games. Nevertheless, we have a God-given duty to do here, so web up bitch boy, we're looking at the 8 worst trophies from Spider-Man Miles Morales. I feel like I've probably said this exact line in a previous video, but I'll just get this out of the way now. None of these trophies are hard, and you see I'm doing air quotes, so you know what I mean. We take into account missable, tedious, stupid, downright evil requirements when sticking trophies in the doom list, so don't let any of them put you off going for the platinum. It's actually laughably easy, must be Uncle Ben watching over us before he became rice or something. In case you're for some reason watching this video before going for the ancient relic that is the Platinum Trophy and don't really know what the game is, Spider-Man Miles Morales is the sequel to 2018's Marvel's Spider-Man. You'll be shocked to find out that you're playing as Miles Morales, who is Spider-Man version 2. Because Spider-Man V1 has decided that getting Poon is more important than saving lives, he's bobbed off around the world, leaving his wildly undertrained and enormously underexperienced sidekick, who just caused a major incident in charge of the whole city. That's fine though, because all we really have to do is stop something that is the equivalent of literally a nuclear weapon, probably, from blowing up the whole of Harlem. I'll not spoil it, but I mean, come on, Spider-Man never dies, so like, chill out, Spider-Man's here for good.
I don't feel so good.
As always, this list is in no particular order, as to do so would involve effort on my part, and it could actually hurt the feelings of the trophies, and nobody wants any triggering, apart from, the trophies. So, in no particular order, I give you number 8, Plus Plus. A lovely golden trophy that if you're a normal person, you'll probably get this last before you get the actual platinum trophy, because all you have to do for this little gem to pop is complete the whole game again. On Plus Plus. You get the name. Easy peasy, and yeah, it really is, because you're pretty much the Terminator at this point, and that would be an interesting crossover. Terminator versus Spider-Man. You're super overpowered and you'll only continue to get stronger as you play. The only problem is, the game makes arbitrary decisions about when you can and cannot skip bloody cutscenes. It seems to really enjoy making you watch the longer ones over and over again, just because there's a QTE near the end or something, and I think they did this out of spite, just for me, because personally, that's how I look at the world. I'm quite a pessimistic person. Numero 7, Competitive Spirit. Merely a bronze trophy, but still a little awkward. It's not a challenge when it says that you have to beat Finn in the rocket game thing. Having it on here for that reason would mean that there truly is something wrong with me. It's simply because it's a missable trophy, and I have a little bit of disdain for that kind of trophy because they're just, well, they're bullshit. Missable trophies in games that are linear are just a shitty attempt for the developers of the games to whore out trophy hunters and artificially boost their game's playtime, because they know we'll do it, and we will do it. Ain't so bad though, because there's a mission select built into this baby, so yay, guess I'm ranting over nothing. Look, it's Spider-Man Miles Morales, it's bloody hard to find bad trophies for this, okay? 6, From Downtown, another little bronze trophy that, to be fair, if you know in advance to be on the lookout for this one, then it's not going to be too bad, I don't think. But for someone like me who just jumps into the game and had nothing but a brief look at the trophy list, then you are going to miss it. All it wants us to do is a move called a Venom Dash to throw one enemy into a group of 3 or more other enemies. The problem is, groups of guards tend to be in threes and are posted in different time zones. They can be that far away from each other, so it's hard enough to even get this when you're actively playing for it, let alone by accident. However, I can see a few people probably did get this by accident if you're using the entire move range and things like that, and I think I found the easiest way of doing this. We also have this little suck bitch thing called a gravity well or some shit, and firstly what it does is it breaks the laws of physics, but more importantly it pulls enemies towards us. And do you see where I'm going with this one? Yeah, you suck them all together and then you just perform a random Venom Dash, and I can almost guarantee that you'll get it. But I didn't think of that, did I? For far too long. And no, I didn't look on the internet or anything like that, so it may already be a thing. But I'm not that bright. So for me to come up with an idea and to claim it as my own idea, I'm going to take this one as this is a win for me, okay? And number 5, it's climbing the walls. And are you ready for it? Because I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. It'll have you climbing the walls. Alright, so it won't actually have you climbing the wall specifically, but someone is getting stuck to a wall somewhere. And in fact, 25 of you are getting stuck to a wall somewhere because this little bronze boy requires 25 wall takedowns. If you know what you're looking out for specifically, then you'll probably be more mindful of how you take down enemies, and this one will just come naturally. If not, then even that isn't that bad because the tally does keep going through playthroughs, so it should eventually just pop with natural time. The only other main problem I have with this trophy is that there aren't that many good places to farm it. I think I counted 2, maybe 3, I could be wrong, decent areas in the whole game that are genuinely good places to farm this trophy. Otherwise, a lot of the time you're outside or in skyscrapers and there's just nowhere to do it. Which is a real problem for our next trophy. Number 4, from the rafters. You know what, it's pretty much the exact same as the previous one, except this time instead of sticking people to the wall, you're going to be sticking into the ceiling instead. You do actually get a little bit more leniency with the takedowns on this one, so it can be potentially a little bit easier, but like I said, you do need to be indoors. So unless it's at the forefront of your mind that when you're indoors everyone should be doing a Lionel Richie, you could potentially miss this one. Of course, there's the chapter select thing that I keep telling you about, so it's not the end of the world, and they do carry on through playthroughs. So, I mean, I have to moan about something. Number 3 is a little bit of a sneaky one. The part where you're riding Rhino, and if you're not looking at the screen, that's exactly what it sounds like. You have to smash through 15 breakable objects in the mall. But the game tells you to avoid objects or take damage. So obviously, being the good little Christian boy that I am, I made every effort to do as I was told, and it cost me a bronze trophy, and the deceit, the hurt, the betrayal. I mean, it just felt like I don't think I'll ever be able to trust again. It's not that I didn't want to collect the trophy, it's that I just didn't want to, and I just couldn't help but smashing things, and it was just not my time, I guess. So yeah, if you're on the lower difficulties and you happen to find yourself on Rhino's back at any point, again, exactly what you're thinking, just be sure to break everything you can until it pops. Or you do, whichever comes first. Our penultimate entry for this list, which is in no real order, is Deep Cuts. Another collectible trophy. This one has a little bit of a twist on it. You see, with this one, there's a little minigame built into it. That'll be fun, right? You're looking to make beats with the sounds around you, and old Unky Harron here has given you some places that he and old Popper went and listened to walls and rivers and shit. It's a cool little distraction for the first couple of times, and it never gets super difficult, but when you're just hunting for trophies, like we all know that you are, it can get a little bit annoying. There's only 10 of them though, so it's not like you'll be doing it for long, so silver linings and all that, you know. And finally, last of all, and actually yes, the worst trophy of the bunch is Crime Master. Again, I really can't reiterate enough, it's not because it's the hardest. In fact, this would be a pretty normal requirement for most of the game's trophies. But the trophy list set a precedent of easy trophies, so really all I've done here is pick the one that has asked me to do the most stuff in the game. Kinda? Complete all bonus objectives for every crime type around the city. Bad dudes are doing some really shady shit, and being Spider-Man, it's your job to go and stop them. Of course, we all get that bit.
But wait! There's more!
With the fight, you have to do what are called bonus objectives, such as throw 4 enemies or web 10 enemies, or you get the idea. Objectives carry over, so you don't have to do them in the same fight, just the same crime type. The best thing to do with this one? Well, when a crime pops up, have a looky here on the objectives and only attend the crimes when you need to do the missing objective. Pretty obvious, I know, but boom, that's what gets you the trophy. So that's my list. Don't be too upset if you don't agree. And remember, it's my opinion, and the comments are where if you must tell me I'm wrong, you should probably do it there. Again everyone, my name is OddSock, this has been the Odd Review. These are the 8 worst trophies in Spider-Man Miles Morales, and if this is something that you enjoy, then why not subscribe? There are links to other fun stuff down below in the description, and I'm off to play something maybe a little bit more challenging. Oh, maybe something easier.